Very good evening, everyone.
Good
My
evening,
voice
ma'am.
is audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Just let me ask you a quick question. How many of you feel 24 hours is not enough? So you feel like that it's more than enough for 24 hours? Everyone get bored? Yes, Disha, Anil, Yadu, Devan, please anyone answer the questions. How you feel about the 24 hours is not enough or you feel it's more than enough?
Sometimes feeling.
Ma'am, I am feeling that more than enough.
Your voice is it's not audible, ma. Please little bit louder. Or you understand my questions?
Yes, ma'am. I am feeling that 24 hours is more than enough for us.
Oh, wow, good answer. If you feel everyone like that, because your time is managed very well, I hope that it's a great applause to you, right? But I feel like that it's 24 hour it's not enough for me, because you know that the exactly why the time management is the time management, you know that it's not about time, it's about managing ourselves, right? Okay. So I feel so time management is a crucial managerial skill. You know, whether you become a manager or entrepreneur or leader or a student, your success depends on how effectively you utilize your time, right? So we can ask ourselves, what I think is the biggest time waster, especially for in students. You know that our daily lives to connect na. Yes, we many times we just to waste our time unnecessarily. Everyone knows that, right? So in that particular sessions we can deliver how to plan our time, how to prioritize the task, how to avoid, you know, it's a procrastination, then how to improve productivity like a professional. So these are the things today we want to be discuss. You know that what do you do yesterday for 24 hours? In roughly we says that yes, 10 hours sleeping, right? If normally take their 3 to 4 hours unnecessarily to chit chat, right? Then if you go for uh, some travelings, yes, if you go for some gossip, right? If always just to be see our mobile, so lot of reason is behind, right? How we can, but you know that how much time was actually we are spending productive, that is question marks, everyone. I feel like that. So this gap between busy and protective, you know, is where time management plays a role. So now, you know that it's now it's let's explore the key skills that will help you become highly effective in managing your time. It's not just as students, even you know that the teachers also, I feel like that So how we can set the goals? Yes, properly to use their time skills. Let's start a simple questions. Do you currently have a goal? How many students having their goal here? Anyone? Atif? Ranjit? Anyone? Please open to all. The questions open to all. Okay, fine. You know that it's a goal is not enough to clarity matters. That is most important. Without clarity, yes, everyone having their goal, right? For example, my goal is again to complete one PDF. So everyone having their goal, but in that goal is not enough. But the clarity is matter. When I'm just going to register, how many years I want to spend. That is that we want to be planned for the micro level process. That is more important, right? So the goal setting means it's defining what you want to achieve in a clear and structured way. That is most important. That's why here I just to be say that one smart criteria. In that smart criteria means, you know, that it is a introduce a powerful framework. Yes means here, yes stands for specific. That is clear and focused. How you want to spend the goals. That is specifically we want to set our goals. That means it's clearly, it's very focusedly, right? Then M means measurable, can track the process. Yes, we can possible to track the process. Then A means achievable. That is, it's a, you know, that it is realistic. That is, right? Then it's practically, it's possible. That is achievable. A. Or it stands for relevant, important to your career or not. That is or. T for time bounded, the deadline driven. That is most important, right? For example, I want to cook curd rice, right? Maximum the time bound is half an hour. If you take 4 hours, but the taste is to next level, like that means that is also we just to be fail to achieve that goal. That is the meaning. So the smart measurable, that is the criteria. Our goal may be specific, our goal may be measurable, our goal may be achievable, our goal may be relevant. Yes, our goal may be time bounded. This criteria we can set the goals na, that is protective. Otherwise the goal is waste. That is the meaning. For example, you know, I want to do well in exam, for example, right? So I want good marks. It's not a goal, right? So goal means I will score 75% in this semester by studying 2 hours daily or 3 hours daily. That is goal. How much score you want to be secure, which semester you want to secure, in that secure the, yes, you want to achieve that goal, how many hours you want to be scheduled. That is goal. The goals may be want to be smart criteria. Otherwise the goal will be, I mean the goal it's not a protective, it is a waste one. Okay, that is the meaning. So another one example. What is more important here? Studying 5 hours or scoring 80%? Here, the meaning is exactly the effort is important. in any goal setting, the effort is important, but the outcome defines success in management, right? Maybe I just to be studied, that hard work never fails. I agree that, but always all hard works give success. It's not yes, it's not necessary, right? Maybe some of the reasons, we are very hard worker, but due to some uh, tough questions, maybe our the portion coverage, maybe it's not to covering their exact questionnaires content, whatever, many reason is behind, right, the success. But the thing is, exactly the effort is matter here. So, if say that real life connections, as a future managers, you will set the target for teams. For example, sales, project, whatever may be. If your goal are unclear, your result will also be unclear, right? So you remember that clear goals lead to clear result. So, next move on to the prioritized. That is prioritization. We all feel busy all day, but still not productive. So that's because being busy, it's not equivalent to being productive. So this difference is prioritization. So the prioritization means it's deciding what is important, especially what is not. That is most important. One thing for you, if you have on assignment tomorrow and a Netflix series today, so what will you choose? Yes, so your choice define your priorities and your future, right? Here isn't has matrix. It is also, previously I said it's a smart criteria. Here in prioritization, I'm just to be highlighted Eisenhower matrix. In this this matrix, it's a powerful tool used by many managers to understand their, it's that it's a four criteria, right? First one is urgent and important. The second criteria is important but not urgent. Third criteria is urgent but not important. Fourth criteria is not urgent and not important. Okay, so we want to be prioritize these four criteria. Example, urgent and important. That is, immediately we want react, do immediately, yes or no? For example, exam tomorrow, so we don't have other options, immediately we want to study, right? Second criteria, important but not urgent. That time what we will do? Planning, right? For example, career option, right? Career is very important but not urgent, right? Maybe it will be take 1 month or 1 year, now you are studying, right? So you need some planning for choose your career. So that is important but not urgent, right? That time we can plan. Third criteria, urgent but not important. For example, a minor task. That time what we'll do? Urgent but not important. Immediately we want to delegate, right? Fourth option is not urgent, not important. What we will do? Immediately eliminate, ignore. So, you know, you just to think about in that 4 criteria, right? What criteria we spend most of our time? You just to think that. Focused on task that gives the maximum result, right? So the 20 percentage of effort gives 80 percentage of result. That is 80 slash 80 bar 20 rule. We can say like that. Simply says that 80 bar 20 rule. 20 percentage of efforts only give the 80 percentage of result. So, you know that what is one activity that can improve your goal the most right now? Yes, maybe your skill development, maybe your internship, maybe your certifications, right? So as a future manager, you will handle multiple responsibilities: meetings, deadlines, team issues, conflict resolutions. Lot of thing is there, you know that. So if you don't prioritize, everything feels urgent. So remember that, don't just work hard. Yes, work on the right things. That is most important. Next, we can move on to the planning and scheduling. You know that plan our day before it starts. How many people's, right, we have planned for next day, 1 day prior? How many people's are planning? Definitely hardly 2% of people. That's it. If I'm asking to you, do you plan your day before it starts? How many students, please? At least if you want, you use the chat box also. You are not ready to answer the questions, no problem. Use the chat box. I can find out. Fine. Okay. Fine. So most of the people don't plan, right? And that where productivity is lost. So planning means it's deciding what to do and when to do, how to do, whom to do, right? So scheduling means, it's assigning time to those tasks. So what happens if you start your day without a plan? Automatically it's arise some confusions, the wasting the time, even low productivity also. So the daily and weekly planning automatically it's help us effective, right? Always plan ahead. So daily plans, think that what will I do today? Weekly plan, what are my prioritized this week? So start your day with your top 3 task list using their calendars. Now you know that lot of AI tools is help us to reminder our memories also. So don't rely on memory. Yes, use these tools. Example, mobile calendar is there, Google calendar is there, planner or diary. Yes, we can use. So how many of the people we can use our calendar regularly? That is also hardly 1%. So the successful professionals scheduled everything, meeting, study time, even breaks. So the breaking task into smaller steps also, that is also one of the things to save our timings. Okay, so the big task create the stress, everyone knows that, right? So the small steps create the progress. Example, the assignment submissions become research, draft, edit, final submissions, like that. So why do we delay big tasks? Right? Because some fearness, because of confusions, because of workload, like that. So the breaking task, it's reduce the, that it's a procrastinations, right? So the automatically, that we can just to be avoid that much of confusions, fearness, everything. So break it into 3 to 4 small steps and try to cover their task or cover their our job. Okay, so automatically we can complete the particular job on time. So that is the meaning. So as a future manager, you will handle the project deadline teams na. So without planning, everything become that it's create some confusions. So remember, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That is the meaning. So you well in advance, right? Everything should be planned on time. If you want to use your calendars, yes, then don't wait till deadlines. If you want, break the task into the smaller steps, you just to be complete on time. Then time allocation also most important. Time allocation is the process of assigning specific time slot to the task based on their importance and priority. It ensures that every important activity gets adequate attention and reduce the its changes of last minute stress also. Here we just to be plan, assign time blocks. One of the most effective techniques in time management, that is time blocking. Instead of working randomly, you divide your day into dedicated time slot. For example, 9 to 11 for focused on studies, 11:30 to 1 o'clock for assignments. I'm just to saying that students perspective, right? Your perspective, you just to be block your time. For example, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. for revisions, like that. So this structured approach improve the discipline and ensure that important tasks are not neglected. So it also helps in maintaining the clear routine, which is essential for management students handling multiple responsibilities. Then that avoiding multitasking. Many people believe multitasking increase the productivity, but in reality, that it's reduce the efficiency. When you try to, okay, 1 or 2 exceptional cases is there, that is different, but maximum of the things only we can consider. That's why I'm saying that, right? So when you try to multiple tasks at the same times, your focus shift constantly, leading to more errors, reduce the quality of work, that increase the time to complete task also. So the research and practical experience in management, it show that single tasking or focusing on one task at a time, it's lead to better result and higher productivity also. Then use the Pomodoro techniques. That is also the another high effective method for time allocation in the Pomodoro, that is Pomodoro techniques. That is, this techniques involve working for 25 minutes with full focus. That is, we can simply say that it is a psychometric test also. It's one of the psychometric test. Taking 5 minutes break, it's repeating this cycle 4 times. After that, taking a longer break of 15 to 20 minutes. So this methods helps in maintaining concentration and prevent it's a mental fatigue also. So it is specially useful for students during the exam preparations or when working on lengthy assignments. Okay, the even the smart, that is the Pomodoro techniques, these are the different things we can use the balanced our human concentrations. Okay, this techniques, it's 100% it's implemented or 100% suitable for all humans, we can't say like that, but it's maybe the maximum people maybe work out. Okay, that's why we have say that. Okay, but the human to human is very different, you know very well about that. Mm, main resources, yes, product prior, that main money, machines, materials, methods, right? The 5 M's is most important. In that 5 M's, 1 M is most important, very difficult to manage. That is main, that is human resources. Remaining 4 resources, without men, money, material, method, machines, everything we can easily to manageable, right? Because that is, they are that resources are dead resources, we can easily manage. But one active resources is there, that is human. We can't able to easily manage each, and even the twins, if you take the example of twins also having different thought, different taste, right? Even the parents, family backgrounds, economical level, even that age also, the only 30 minutes difference for from one to another person, but that people also having different taste. Yes, different time managing capacities. So everything that is, we can say it's a human, right? So don't ask that questions, madam, this technique is useful, it's common for all humans. Definitely no, no one techniques, it's but the maximum of people use that techniques for achieve their task, that's it. Then another thing is, the application of the management students. For management students, the time allocation is crucial. So because you are expected to balance academics, projects, internship, even skill development also, so you can meet the deadline effectively, so improve the quality of your work, so they reduce the stress and last minute pressures. So these are the things now. So time allocation is about planning your time with intention. So when you control your time, you improve both your productivity and performance also. Next, to go for avoid procrastinations. That is, that the procrastinations is one of the biggest barriers to effect time management. That is, the habit of delaying tasks, it's despite knowing their importance, which often leads to stress, poor performance, and missed opportunities. Start with small tasks. One of the most effective way to overcome that procrastinations is to start small. When a task appears large to complex, right, large to complex, the mind tends to avoid it. However, breaking it into smaller, its manageable part make it easier to begin. For example, instead of thinking, I need to complete the entire project, you can start with research topic, create outlines, write introductions like that. So starting small build momentum, and it's once you begin, it become easier to continue. But when we begin, that is matter. Yes, when we start, that is question mark. Then remove distractions. The distractions are a major cause of procrastinations, especially in today's digital environment. The common distractions, including social media, mobile notifications, unplanned conversations, like that. To improve focus, it is important to create a distractions, the free environment. This may include keeping your mobile on silent or away. That is very difficult, right? Studying in a quiet places, using app that the distractions. So when distractions are minimized, the productivity increase significantly. Then stay disciplined. The discipline is the key to overcoming procrastination. The motivation may not always be constant, but the discipline ensure that you continuous working even when you don't feel like it. So this involved following a fixed schedule, completing the task within the deadlines, the maintaining consistency in daily efforts. So the discipline helps in building habits that lead to long term success. So in simply says that overcoming procrastinations is about starting early, studying, focus, and being constant. Small actions taken today, it's lead the big result tomorrow. Then delegation. That delegation is an essential managerial skill that involve assigning tasks to others in an efficient and structured manner. It is not about avoiding work, but about ensuring that the right tasks are handled by the right people. So the assigned task effectively, that effective delegations begin with understanding the nature of the task and the capability of the individual. So the good managers identify what task can be delegated, who is the best shooter to perform them, what level of guidelines is required. So the clear instructions, the defined expectations, and proper communications are crucial to successful delegations. So without clarity, the delegations can lead to confusions and poor outcome also. Then it's focused on key responsibilities. One of the primary benefits of delegations is that is allow individuals, especially the managers, to focus on high value responsibilities. Instead of spending time on routine or minor tasks, you can concentrate on strategic planning, decision making, problem solving. So this ensure that your time is utilized where it's create the most impact. Then finally, improve the efficiency also. The delegations improve overall efficiency by distributing workload effectively. When tasks are shared, work get completed faster, the team productivity increases, pressure on a single individual reduces. So it also helps in developing team members by giving them opportunities to lead and take responsibility. So the management students, its delegations become relevant during your group project, presentations, and team-based activities. Instead of doing everything individually, the effective delegations, ensure better quality work, timely completions, even balanced workload among team members. So, in simply says, the delegation is about working smarter, not harder. Next, focus and concentration. In another time skill is focus and concentration. The focus and concentration are critical component of effective time management. In today fast-paced, the digitally connected environment, the ability to concentrate on a single task without interruption has become a valuable skill. At present, the Gen Z students facing a lot of problem, right? Focused and concentration is very, very difficult. They are very trouble on that things, right? Even the not more than 2 minutes. Yes, not more than 2 minutes. The students not, the Gen Z students not ready to focus anything. Whatever may be, to create curiosity, to create lot of interest, whatever may be, that the teachers are facing lot of problems to manage their Gen Z students. I'm not saying maybe you are little bit matured, but if you go for UG students, it's a very difficult to manage, right? Not only Gen Z students, even Gen Z faculty is also very difficult to manage them because their concentration level not more than 2 minutes. So it's a so that's why the work without interruptions. So the high productivity, it's a record uninterrupted work. Every time you switch between tasks or get interrupted, your brain task time to regain the focus, which reduce the efficiency. So the continuous interruptions lead to loss of concentrations. It's increase the errors, the longer time to complete the task. So therefore it is important to allocate dedicated time where you can work without any disturbances. Then create the distractions free environment. A well managed environment, it plays a significant role in improving focus. This includes keeping mobile phone right on silent, avoiding unnecessary notifications, it's organized workspaces, a clean and distraction free environment, it's allow the mind to stay calm and attentive, leading to better performance. Then practice deep work. Deep work refers to the ability to focus intensely on the task for the extended period without distractions. For example, that's why nowadays we can use their, the senior faculties, we are trying to uh, uh, make a research how to what are the strategy we can use our classroom teaching, how we can attract the students, especially how their concentration focus level should be increased. Yes, recently one of my research papers was published in the one IB publications, that is, the triangle learning. That is, we create their curiosity students for making their triangle way. That is why they are learning. Yes, the student should know why they are learning, what is the purpose. Second angle is what is the purpose. Third angle is, yes, where it must be applied. Maybe it's useful, they are ready to listen. Otherwise, they are not ready to listen at all. Why I want to listen? Because social YouTube is there. Yes, lot of digital platform is there to learn. Whenever I feel that technology is there nowadays, right? If you miss the classes, they are not ready to feel at all. So that's why we just to be, but the purpose is clear, the students is very smart, they are ready to listen at all, right? That is that my research paper, my main aim is three, triangle learning. Why they want to learn, why they are learning, what is the purpose, where must be applied. So such a thing, everything is creating their focus and concentration only. So then that, so the practicing deep work regularly can significantly improve the academic performance and professional efficiency. So for a management students, focused is essential. While studying complex subjects, preparing their your examinations, or the working on project, whatever may be, those who develop strong concentration skills are enabled to learn faster, it's perform better in assessment, even the quality work in professional settings also possible. So where you focus goes, your result follow. Then review and reflection. The review and reflections are essential component of effective time management. While planning and executions are important, the continuous important improvement is only possible when we regularly evaluate our performance. Evaluate daily performance. Reviewing your day, help you understand how effectively you have utilized your time, or otherwise how you waste your times, such a thing. So the review is very helpful for you. If review means you want to be evaluate the daily performance, what tasks were completed, what tasks were delayed or missed, how much time was spent productively. So this habit help in identifying the gaps between planning and actual executions. Then second one is learn from mistakes. For example, mistakes are a natural part of learning, everyone knows that, right? But they become valuable only when we reflect on them. So instead of ignoring errors, it is important to analyze why a task was delayed, what caused distractions, what could have been done differently. So this approach, the convert mistakes into learning opportunities and prevent repetitions. Then improve continuously. The continuous improvement is the ultimate goal of reflections. Based on your daily review, you can adjust your plan. It's a improve time allocations, eliminate unproductive habits. So the small improvements made constantly lead to significant long-term results. You know that it also developed the critical thinking and self-awareness. So which are essential quality, right, for future managers. So we can simply say that by reflecting on your actions, you ensure continuous growth and better performance. Then almost another important thing is work life balance. In today competitive environment, you know that work life balance is a crucial aspect of effective time management. It refers to maintaining a healthy balance between academic or professional responsibilities as well as our personal life. So maintain the personal time. In today competitive environment, you know, the students often focus entirely on career preparations. Everyone focusing on, you know, that ROI, return on investment, right? Previously I was studied, that time we focused on the core area placement, but the Gen Z students is now very different, right? They are focusing on only for package, only for ROI, right? Which package? That is no need for in a, I mean core job or not. That is different, right? If you anywhere any certifications getting good package immediately to learn that certifications automatically to go for join. That is the habit of Gen Z students. Immediately we didn't like, we quit the job immediately to switch over their job also. Every years, every 6 month once, we are just to be changing the job. You know, now it's a very difficult. Why I'm sharing that? Please understand that that our environment is not like that, right? Especially in if you take that Middle East countries also, you know very well what is the projections going on our world, right? So everything, it's every second we every minute we face the problems. We didn't protect where the problems come from, which end, that is also not aware, right? But we are always, we just to be ready to skip the job 6 month once. We are expecting their transmissions. Yes, we are demanding, you know, the campus drive also nowadays very difficult. The students demanding to the placement officer, right? I'm just ready to only to work 8 hours. I need during the work hours, I want to use the mobile. Yes, the weekend I can't possible to work. So lot of demands your side also should be passed. Yes or no? 70 percentage is like that, only 30 percentage exceptional is there, but 70 percentage of Gen Z attitude like that only. So you know that so that's why I'm saying that many people not to give that interest in the personal time also. So however, allocating the time of personal activities such as family, friends, previously the friends concept is there, now that is also not there, right? Only a friend is mobile and you, that's it. So you know, hobbies and interest also, physical activity or relaxations, that is also essential for overall development. So the personal time help in refreshing the mind and maintaining emotional stability. Please understand that I'm saying here personal time means you spend your time to mobile, it's not like that. Okay, so then avoid burnout. Continuous work without adequate you know, rest can lead to burnout, so which is a state of physical and mental exhaustion. The symptoms of burnout include lack of motivations, reduce productivity, increase stress and fatigue. So to avoid burnout, it is important to take regular breaks, maintain a proper sleep schedule. It's avoiding overload yourself with excessive tasks. Then ensure well-being. Time management is not only about its a productivity but also about well-being. So well balanced routine contributes to better mental health, improve focused on concentrations, higher overall efficiency also. So when individuals are physically and mentally healthy, they become, they perform better in both academic and professional environment. So the in simply says, success is not just about working hard but also about living well. So a balanced life leads to sustained performance and long-term success also. If you go for conclude today's sessions, the time management, it's lead to highest productivity. The time management is not just about managing hours. It is about, it's a managing prioritized, right? The priorities, focused and discipline. So by applying the techniques which I have referred now, the SMART, that is a Pomodoro. These are the techniques we discussed. It's goal setting, prioritization, planning, and focus. You can significantly improve how you utilize your time. So the effective time management ultimately leads to higher productivity by focusing on meaningful tasks, better result through structured execution. So a balanced life by maintaining both performance and well-being. So for a management students, mastering this skill yearly will give you a strong advantage in academic as well as your professional careers. So time is your most valuable resources. How you use it will define your success. Use it wisely. That is my humbly request. Okay. Any questions in your side if you want to ask me? Any questions from your end?
Ma'am, thank you.
You don't have any questions?
Sorry?
Yes, ma'am. Tell me. You don't have any questions, please leave it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank
Have
you,
a
ma'am.
nice
Good
day.
evening.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.